Hello, everyone. I'm Frank Morano. I hope you had a great weekend. I want to take a minute to talk about something really important, and I hope you'll stick with me on this. On April 23rd at 10:30 a.m., as chair of the New York City Council Veterans Committee, I'll be holding an oversight hearing focused on how we're serving post 9/11 veterans. And I don't want this to be just another hearing where government talks to itself. I want to hear from you. If you're a veteran, if you have a family member who served, if you work with veterans, or if you've just seen firsthand what people are going through, your voice matters, because the reality is post 9/11 veterans are dealing with a very different set of challenges than previous generations. We're talking about men and women who served in Iraq, Afghanistan, and other conflict zones, often on multiple deployments. People who came home and tried to transition back into civilian life, sometimes carrying invisible wounds, PTSD, depression, substance abuse, and far too often, suicide. We hear the statistics, but behind every one of those numbers is a person, a family, a story, and too many of those stories don't end the way they should. That's why this hearing matters. We need to take an honest look at what's working, what isn't, and where people are falling through the cracks. Are veterans getting the mental health support they need? Are we making it easy or difficult to access services? Are we actually reaching people before they hit a crisis point? These aren't partisan questions at all. They're human questions. And the only way we're going to get real answers is by hearing directly from the people who are living this every day. So here's how you can be part of it. You can testify in person at 250 Broadway. We're right on the 8th floor, open to the public. You could testify via Zoom, or you can submit written testimony if that's easier for you, or you have something that's very, very lengthy. If you're interested in speaking, you can email me directly at fmorano, that's just like my name there, Morano, at council.nyc.gov, or register through the City Council's website. Even if you've never testified before, I really encourage you to do it. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to be honest, because sometimes the most powerful testimony isn't policy language. It's a personal story. It's someone saying, here's what I went through. Here's what helped. Here's what didn't. That's how we make better decisions. And I would also ask you to share this. If you know a veteran, send this video to them. If you know someone who works with veterans, pass it along. If you're part of a veterans group or follow veterans advocates, help spread the word. The more voices we hear, the better job we can do. At the end of the day, I think this is about keeping a promise that when someone puts on the uniform and serves this country, we're going to have their back when they come home, not just with words, but with real support, real systems, real results. So if you have something to say, I hope you'll join us on April 23rd, because your voice really can make a difference. I really want to do something special with this Veterans Committee. I know a lot of people were skeptical that this is a committee that can make a difference in the lives of veterans. I'm determined to prove those folks wrong. And I never served in the military, but I really view this as my opportunity to serve, and as my opportunity to go to war with bureaucracy on behalf of the people that have served our country. And I hope you'll help me do that. Thanks very much.